Hi, welcome back to the Chaotic Little Book Corner. Today we're going to be doing a end of the scale book style. So I'm going to do a book review where I'm going to talk about two opposite ends of the scale. A book that I DNF'd and a book that I loved so much that I read it in 2 sittings because it was amazing. Yes. Start with the opposite end of the scale. This is The Lie. I was sent this by Source Books Landmark. I love the book that they sent me, The Marauder's Curious Cabinet. The first one, I loved it. I loved it. This one, though, didn't like it. Didn't want it. No. I tried to read it several times. It was predictable to me. I felt I knew what was coming, and then I was right. I didn't like it. I didn't want it. No. Thank you. No. Somebody else might really love it. It just wasn't for me. This, though, this was for me. This was amazing. This was beautiful. Periscope Books, I wrote them and I requested this book in like February, and then suddenly in March it showed up on my doorstep and I didn't know it was showing up, and oh my god, I was so excited and I was so happy. Ah, Princess Bari. This book, Princess Bari by Hwang Sok-young. Yes, we'll go with that. This filled the void of the time in between. It filled that empty void of the time in between. And it looks very nice against the vegetarian. So this filled that void. This gave me magic and folklore and princesses and stories, and this takes place in North Korea in the early 80s, and a young man his 7th daughter is just born, and they name her Bari after the folklore Princess Bari, the princess who is abandoned into the woods and then somehow miraculously survives. And right after the young girl is born, her mother abandons her in the woods to not shame her father for having 7 daughters, and the dog goes and finds it. Goes and finds the baby and brings it back, and it's so beautiful. And then her and the grandmother forever have this really strong link, and that is all I'm going to tell you, because that's all I went into knowing it. It was phenomenal. Just this beautiful story of a strong, independent woman trying to survive in a life where things are absolutely stacked against her. She ends up going on an adventure to try and find her sister, and there's some darker undertones of the world, and I'm not doing this book justice. There is the discussion of spirits and the afterlife, and the main character and her grandmother share a bond that has to do with the spirits and the afterlife. And Bari really lives up to the name Princess Bari, the fairy tale folklore, and it was really wonderful to kind of try and decipher if the name suited her initially or if the name determined her fate. It was a really interesting kind of conversation on that. This is going to be a very short review because honestly, this book, I went in knowing nothing except for that I thought it was going to be phenomenal, and I was right. I found it on Goodreads, and I think like 7 other people had added it to their TBR, but no one had read it, and I was like, why is no one reading this? So I requested it, and when it showed up and I read it, I couldn't believe no one else had read it. This is such... Mercedes, read it. Read it. Read it. I don't understand. Read it. No, actually, she's got so many other books. Poor Mercedes has so many books on her TBR. I don't want to make it harder for her. I love it so much. I think that this book is so underhyped, so underrated, so looked over, and I think that everyone who enjoys mythology, Asian culture, and the idea of family and spirits will love this. That is my book review on that one. So, end of the scale review. I honestly had nothing to say about The Lie. Like, I don't have anything to say about it. I've tried to read it 4 times now. It's DNF'd. It's done. It's over. I'm sorry. I wish it wasn't, but I'm sorry. It is. I will see you guys in my next video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.